tushangilie. Tunasonga mbele watu wote wa Jamhuri Kenya yetu. Tunasonga mbele watu wote wa Jamhuri Kenya yetu. Haya sisi sote wananchi tushangilie. Kwa Jamhuri, kwa Jamhuri, kwa Jamhuri Kenya yetu yaenda mbele. Kwa Jamhuri, kwa Jamhuri, kwa Jamhuri Kenya yetu yaenda mbele. Mwaka wa 60 umefika, tangu Kenya iwe huru. Mwaka wa 60 umefika, tangu Kenya iwe huru. Haya sisi sote wananchi tushangilie. Mbele
Yes, yes, wherever you're following us, of course, this is African 4, and we are going to discuss some of the stories that are happening in this country in terms of politics. So, where are you following us from? Where are you following us from? You're following us from Nairobi, Kenya, and you know that we are going to discuss all those here. So, and of course, yesterday we saw a situation whereby the President William Ruto was in Wundanyi, that is Taita Taveta County, and he was accompanied by the opposition leader, the official opposition leader. Of course, they said that the official opposition leader is Junet Mohammed. Junet Mohammed is the official opposition leader, and he said that anyone who comes as the opposition around the bushes, then he should stop that, because he is the official opposition leader and he is the minority leader in the government, and constitutionally he is the official opposition leader. I know he is attacking the likes of Kalonzo who said that they are the official opposition leader. And of course, we are just trying to understand that the country is eating now, and from now we are having north, right, and center, whereby leaders fight each other on 2027 general election. And after 2 years since we had these elections, still the country has not settled for development, because you just elect the government so that you can carry on development, but still the development are not there. They are still fighting each other, and we are still waiting to see if William Ruto is going to give us best service. You saw in on Sunday, whereby the Azimio members, they were having a congregation whereby they talked more about what is happening in this country. You saw how she responded, Gladys Wanga. You saw how Raila Molodinga said. You saw how Joe said. So a lot of things happened. And of course, Gachagua was interviewed in one of the media houses in Kenya. And he has really revealed a lot of secrets in this country. A lot of secrets have been revealed in this country during that day. And I think he is joining opposition officially. Gachagua is joining opposition officially. Who is going to save Kenya? That is what we are asking. So if you are following us for the first time, remember to subscribe to Afrique24. That is the YouTube channel there. You're following us in the Facebook, go there in the YouTube and subscribe to Afrique24. That is my channel, and you'll get a lot of news there. Even now we have breaking news. Anytime we have breaking news, anytime we have news that are making headlines, you'll get them in Afrique24. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Gachagua revealed some of the deep secrets, and I want us to listen to some of them here as we move on with our show.
Yes, it did. In the subcommittees?
Yes, it did.
What was your position on it?
My position then, as it is today, is one, it was hurried. And there was no sufficient reason to move hastily from NHIF to the new program. And from my own reasoning, when I even looked at the mathematics surrounding that program, is that it would have cost us between 700 to 800 million to upgrade the system that was running the NHIF to make it compliant. Yet we are moving to a new program that is costing 104 billion shillings. And in my view, my very honest view, that's the crux of the matter. That is a rush. That is a focus, the 104 billion. And when you listen, Karanja, me, I'm a people's person. And probably many people thought that I'm a rebel within government. I was not a rebel. I was a deputy president of a popularly elected government that is answerable to the people. And in my view, we in government are the employees of the people. And the people are your employers. And their opinion counts. And you cannot dismiss what they think and what they feel. And that is why even members of parliament were accusing me of intimidating them when I told them to listen to the ground during the Finance Bill 2024. It's because myself, I do listen to the ground, and I take time to listen to what people are saying. If you listen now to patients, they are going through hell. One, In NHIF, you would pay 500 shillings for the whole family. Maybe say you have your wife, and maybe say 2 children like myself. 4 of us will pay 500 shillings for the ordinary people. Now, in this new program, it's each individual. So you find people having a problem with that. Number 2, you find that the private hospitals have not embraced this program. The program was rushed before all the stakeholders were brought on board. So you find that you have been deducted money in your pay slip. Then when you go to a hospital of your choice, you cannot be treated. And that is the frustration that the people of Kenya are going through. And I am a very strong believer that your employer is ultimate. And the feeling of your employer is so central in whatever decision that you make.
In this case, the employer here are the people of Kenya.
People of Kenya.
Your Excellency.
And if you find the people are up in arms, and everybody is complaining, the stakeholders are complaining, Kenyans are complaining, you simply cannot ignore them and decide that you must do what you have decided because it's a government program. Because that government program is meant to benefit some people. And if the beneficiaries of that program are uncomfortable with its implementation, with its component, with the way it is being rolled out, you have a responsibility as a leader who is elected all the time to take into consideration the views of the people.
This responsibility you had when you chaired the cabinet subcommittees in which
Yes, that is Gachagua when he was talking there, and he was saying that not given that opposition to lead the people and listen to what they are saying. But William Ruto, is the president of the Republic of Kenya, and Ruto was not giving Gachagua, as you have heard, Ruto was not giving Gachagua time to speak to people, to address the issues that are happening to the people. And I think that is one of the things that affected the relationship between Gachagua and his former boss, that is William Samoei Ruto. And you have also heard how he is saying that he was not given that opposition. And because, he is the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya when he was in the government. And he is also saying that during those launch of those activities, he would go and listen to the people. He could go and talk to the people when the president is addressing during the press, and he could hear that people are not ready for this NHIF, this SHA. And I know these are the kind of things that are really affecting this country, whereby there is no freedom of expression. There is no freedom of expression, and things are happening the way they are happening. That, like, the way Gachagua is addressing the issues is now revealing some of the top secrets in the government. He's saying that the president could not listen. When the president says that tomorrow we go in Mombasa, then we have to go in Mombasa. If he says that we have to pass the finance bill, then we have to pass the finance bill. But I think we have freedom of saying our choices, and of course giving what we hear from the public, because this government was just elected to make sure that the people of Kenya get the best services. It was elected to make sure that we have the best services and the Kenyans are in the right place. But we know Kenyans we had a lot of trust into this Kenya Kwanza government. They thought William Ruto is the one who is going to change this government. But now they are here. They are saying that things are not happening the way they thought they are going to happen. Kenyans are saying the health sector has been deteriorated. Kenyans are saying that agriculture, there is nothing that is happening. Those are some of the sensitive ministries that we have. Security, during the Gen Z protest, whereby they were killed without even having a proper reason on why they are killing the Gen Z during the protest. And also, we are having a lot of issues during this time when we have the Kenya Kwanza government. So in whose hands is Kenya going to be safe? Because Gachagua there is still revealing some of the top secrets that we have in the government, because no one knew that they were having these issues. But of course, you saw how William Ruto responded yesterday when he said that anyone who is going to be tribal in this country, then we are going to eliminate him. Anyone who is going to make statements that can divide Kenyans, then we are going to act upon him. And also, Raila Molodinga, you saw how he was saying that Gachagua used to divide Kenyans, but now he is at home. But personally, I think Gachagua being eliminated, impeached from the government, has really given him a lot of fame because now he is famous. So if at any point he stands and gets into this ballot, then Kenyans will vote for him. And Mountain, Mountain is one of the areas that can vote for you any day, any time. So Gachagua can be the biggest threat to William Ruto, as you had one of the loyal followers there, Cleophas Malala, when he was saying that Gachagua will give William Ruto a big threat in 2027 general election. If only you heard what Raila said. In 2027, a leader will come from ODM. Gachagua is there fighting for gaining trust to the Kenyans. Is now going right, left, and center so that he can get that trust from Kenyans for 2027. Kenya is a day. Kenya every day is a political situation. So you have to get anything coming out of Kenya any day. So this way, we have Gachagua speaking, and he was given a lot of attention by Kenya because Kenyans want to know what is happening in the government, the SHA, finance bill, the housing projects, electricity, agriculture, security. Those are some of the sensitive ministries that need to be taken serious in this country. And of course, if we take them serious, then I'm very sure this government will move on and we shall have Kenyans now having trust. But in whose hands will Kenya be safe? Because in 2021, we used to ask in whose hands is Kenya going to be safe? And Ruto was elected. Now we're having these issues taking place. So, joined by Alex here. Alex, what do you think is the situation that is happening in this country in terms of politics and Gachagua press that he had the other day?
Good afternoon to you, Bonnie. I hope you're well. First of all, what I can say about Rigathi is, you see, Bonnie, when you're in opposition, you have to firmly stand with the people. When somebody is in opposition, that's when we really see true leadership, because you really advocate for the right policies for this country. You fight the corruption. You're against bad leadership and everything. So that's what we are seeing from Rigathi right now. And so he comes out clearly to accuse the government of trying to assassinate him in Limuru. I believe so. He was speaking about he was trapped, and there are videos circulating online. I don't know whether they are true or not, where people are saying that there are people even who had guns who are aiming to snipe him and take his life. So I don't see the need of the government coming for him, because he's already impeached. And my prediction is, since the judiciary right now, I don't think is an independent body. I think the judiciary is under the executive, so it's just being controlled. I call it a flower girl. The judiciary is a flower girl of the executive. So I believe in 2027, if he tries to stand, they will try and do everything to make sure Rigathi will not be allowed to run, so that they can have an easy election in 2027, because they know right now when Uhuru has retired from politics, Rigathi is the kingpin of Mount Kenya. And as you said last time, Bonnie, if you want to win the elections, you have to consider the Mount Kenya people, because there are many. We're not saying that it's only about Mount Kenya, but we're saying you have to consider them because they're the majority. And I can use another example. For example, Bonnie, where I'm from, here there in Kisii, in the state, Bonnie, if you check, like, let's say if there was a way of finding out the most famous communities there, Wakisi wako wengi. So if you are doing, let's say, something like if elections are being done somewhere like US, you have to consider them, because like there are so many people there from Kenya compared to other communities. So that's what we say, that if you're doing if you are considering votes in 2027, you have to consider the Mount Kenya people because there are many. And there, regarding the kingpin, as he says, Wasiguze Murima, because he knows when he roars, they will all follow him. So I don't see the need of the government trying to come after him, because they already achieved their goal, which was to impeach him, and he is impeached in 2027. They will not allow him to run for office. The judiciary will deny him. The same thing which was done with Sonko. Sonko was denied the opportunity to run. So in some way, they finished Sonko's political career, because I don't think even when he returns, he'll have a chance. So that's the same thing which has happened to Rigathi. So right now,
DJ
what Rigathi can do best. What he can do best is he can reveal all the government secrets, Bonnie. And do we need him in the system? No, we don't need him in the system. We just need him in opposition to advocate for policies, because Rigathi is not an option. As much as we say Ruto must go, Rigathi is not an option. And what we are seeing from Rigathi is there's this thing you see in the previous, in 2022, Ruto was against Uhuru, right? If you saw, Bonnie, how Uhuru was able to destroy the BBI, you would have said Ruto is really the right guy, because the way Ruto broke down that BBI, ilikuwa tu inaonyesha ni kama Wakenya hapa wanachezwa na Uhuru na Raila. So the script is just the same, the cast is different. What Rigathi is doing right now is what Ruto did in 2022. So if in 2027 he gets to run, people vote for him, we'll see the same thing that we are seeing with Ruto. So the script is just the same. It's just that the cast is different right now. So that's what I can say about the Rigathi attack.
DJ. Hello. Haya. Tumefurahi. Tumefika hapa leo hapa Chavakali, na tumekaribishwa na vijana na kina mama na mbwembwe. Sawa, mfurahi kuona sisi tuko na kijana wenu hapa Osotsi, tunaenda na yeye. Mkubali nenda na yeye, nenda na yeye lakini nyinyi mnabaki hapa Ingo, mnabaki Ingo, mbaki mshikilia hapa vizuri zaidi. Hapa niambia nyinyi, mimi si mgeni hapa. Hapa nimekuwa tangu zamani, tulikuwa tunacheza mpira hapa. Tena hapa nimetoka watu wa kujua kucheza mpira zaidi. Jo Kadenge, Elijah Donde, Shemshimoto, Okumumari, Wembe, Niva, Angana. Sote umetoka pande hii. Vijana ambao wanacheza mpira mpaka wameenda kwenye gossage wakati ile nyingine, sio? Na pande ile nyingine vile vile napambana kutoka kule kwetu. Akina Ronge Bobby, Odura Poyo, Samuza Makati ya Kaloleni. Unajua haya? Sasa pande hiyo walikuwa nakuja wanaimba. Hey mama, hey ngombe, hey mama, hey ngombe, hey mama, hey ngombe wala hey mama, hey ngombe. Na sisi tunaimba vile vile pande ile. Kama nene, 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 wololo, 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 wololo. Sawa. Sasa hiyo kivumbi imewaka, sivyo? Refereni mzungu, landsman miindi. Unajua hiyo? Lakini mpira kikwisha watu wanafanya nini? Tunashiramena, sio? Hiyo ndio tunataka. Tunataka mfanye vizuri, ODM iweze kushinda uchaguzi. Sawa sawa? Kwanza mashinani hapa chini, MCA ni ODM. MCA ODM. Mbunge ODM. Women rep ODM. Senator ODM. Governor ODM. Rais ODM. Wangapi wanasema namna hiyo? Mungu awabariki sana.
Amen.
Rais ODM, that is Raila Amolo Odinga, and he has given a hint on 2027. You know, he is a kitendawili man, and he is saying that 2027 maybe he is going to get that presidential seat for this country. And this is after what we heard the other day, some of the loyal followers saying that Raila might not clinch that AU chairmanship, and now we might come back and win for these elections. Because now Kenyans, I think Kenyans are very, very unhappy on what is happening. They are now trying to get the best leader who will help Kenyans. But this time round, now it's like Baba is going to win these elections. That is what the ground is saying. If he, at any point is not going to win on February, that is next year, he might come back and vie for the presidential seat. And Kenyans now are going to vote for him with high number of people turning up in those areas that they did not vote for Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. Yes, there for 2027. No one is saying that Baba is going to lose. But if he loses the election for AU, then I'm very sure he's going to come back for these elections because he has to be there. You know how he impacts in the elections of this country, how his influence in this country can make Kenya stand still or move ahead. Do you think that the former prime minister can come back in 2027 despite the hedge? You know, he is not a guy who can hedge. He has been active in politics for over 50 years.
Okay, so first of all, when Baba chose to go for the AU chairmanship, there is a statement he made online, and he said he won't be actively participating in the Kenya in the Kenyan politics right now. He's going for the top seat in Africa, and he launched his campaign. Even Rigathi was there when they were launching his campaign, and Ruto has been moving around the globe, around the continent, trying to garner some presidents to vote for him for the AUC. And Baba has also been campaigning for the AUC in countries Africa. We have been seeing some aspirants, some contestants who are going for that seat dropping off. And so right now, the guy from Djibouti and Baba are like the two main candidates whom we think are going to. It's between the two of them, I think, who can win that position. And so after Baba making that statement, Kalonzo declared himself the opposition leader. But right now, what we are seeing from Baba is that it's like he has accepted defeat. He knows he's not going to win the EU chairmanship. So right now he's back and he's politicizing again. Because tumeona juzi he was speaking in his rallies, alikuwa anasema ati Gachagua alimwekea mitego, hiyo mitego saizi imeshika nani. So from what I've seen from Baba from the past few days is he has shown us that it's like he's not going to get that seat. So that's why he's politicizing in the country. Otherwise, if he really saw himself getting that seat, angekuwa saizi is busy campaigning and trying to garner votes for himself. So from what I'm seeing is he already knows he's not going to get that seat. That's why he's back in the country and he's trying to politicize to see whether he has a chance in 2027. So for now, that's my take is I don't see Baba winning in next year 2025 the EU chairmanship, because if he was really going to win Boni, he would be busy campaigning, trying to get people on his side. And the other reason which I think that is the Djibouti guy, he's multilingual compared to Baba, so he can speak many languages and he can talk to a couple of presidents to try and garner votes on his side. And also the age factor. You see that guy Boni is younger compared to Baba, so there is that age factor which I think can kick in so he can edge it a bit because he's a bit younger. And also, education-wise, I don't know whether Baba is qualified for that position. So, but we wait and see. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. We shall see in 2025.
Anguka nao itabaki maflo na vibe. Anguka nao toko single for now. Mdaki mteja party.
Vihiga hai! ODM. Mimi naitwa Senator Karen Nyamu kutoka pale Nairobi. Na pale Nairobi tunapenda baba. Tunapenda baba Raila Amolo Odinga. Na tumeonesha mapenzi yetu kwa baba kwa miaka mingi. Na Raila, mimi nataka kukushukuru sana kwa kuwa kiongozi ambaye unaweka nchi mbele yako wewe mwenye binafsi. Tunakushukuru kwa kushikilia rais saa zile alikuwa anasumbuliwa na kusabotajiwa na kiongozi ambaye anafaa kuwa anamsaidia. Na mimi tangu nijue Right Honorable Raila Odinga, sijawahi kumsikia akiongea kwa niaba ya Wajaluo hata siku moja. Sijawahi kumsikia akisimama akiongea kwa niaba ya Nyanza hata siku moja. Sisi pale Mount Kenya tulipigania hii serikali kufa kupona. Saa zile tumekalia serikali, kuna kiongozi moja anataka kutuondoa kwa serikali. Hiyo ni hekima. Hiyo ni hekima kweli. Nataka kuambia ndugu zangu wa Mount Kenya, muwe watu wajanja. Hii serikali tulitafuta na hatuondoki, si ndio? Kitendawili. Hassan Joho, Opio Wundayi, Oparanya na John Badi. Jibu yake ni nini? Serikali. Tuko ndani ya hii serikali ya broad based. Na kama Raila amekubali, watu wangu, tuheshimu uamuzi wa Raila na tuheshimu rais. Asante sana.
Asante sana Karen. Tunaenda kule Mombasani, senator kutoka Mombasa ambaye anaitwa Miraj.
Karen Nyamu, that is Karen Nyamu nominated the senator, and she was saying that any leader who is going to make them not to be comfortable in this government and they fought for a government, then they are going to eliminate him. And that is why they are attacking Gachagua right, left, and center during these congregations that are happening. And Karen Nyamu, she has been always supporting William Ruto for a long time. Now she went in that homecoming ceremony for autopsy, and I have heard what she said. She is saying if Raila Amolo Odinga accepted the likes of Johnny Badi or Wundayi or Paranya, Joe to join the government, then anyone else who is going to stop that, then is now disobeying Raila Amolo Odinga. Just asking myself, does it mean that Raila Amolo Odinga is the final decision for the country of Kenya? We can't have our own decisions in this country, because if Raila can make a decision on that, because Kenyans always say that Raila is always selfish, Raila is always making moves that will always benefit him at the end. And now she's saying that if Raila accepted that, then everyone should accept the broad-based government. Does it mean that Kenyans cannot even have their own stand if Raila is not involved?
What I'm hearing from, first of all, even if we are to ask ourselves, Bonnie, how is Karen Nyamu fit to be in the political scene? What have we seen from her that suggests that she deserves a position there as a nominated senator? There is nothing we have seen from her, but we see her. We also see the likes of Millicent Omanga in politics, and we ask ourselves, what have we seen from them that suggests they should be in the political arena of this country? There is nothing we have seen, so that speaks volumes. And as you have asked, Bonnie, Raila is not the final say of this country, but you see, politics is about perception. It's also about numbers. So Raila has numbers. So him having numbers makes him as equal to have a big say in this country. So he, sorry to say this, but he has fans, some of who are psycho fans. They follow him blindly because there are videos in the internet where there are people who are saying if Baba says ufukuze bibi unafukuza. You see, so that really speaks a lot of him having psychophantic followers. So that's why you would feel like he has, people say like he has the final say. But right now, Baba has lost his credibility a lot after signing a deal on the blood of young people of this country to go into power. And despite us having a broad-based government, we still are yet to see the developments of this country. So imagine having the government and one of the opposition parties in, so having a broad base and it is yet to deliver to Kenyans. It speaks volumes of how we have incompetent leaders. So if Baba really sees himself as an option in 2027, then I think he's making a wrong move. So he just has to try his best and see whether he can clinch the AUC seat. And if not Boni, I'd say it's time he hangs up the boots, because he's not really an option for Kenyans in 2027. And not having anything against Baba or what he has done for this country, but I don't think he, going forward into 2027, he is an option to Kenyans.
Waziri wetu wa madini na nyinyi watu wa hapa Taita Taveta, hii ni kaunti ya madini. Kweli na kweli. Haya, mkaribisheni waziri wa Kenya.
Wundanyi oye. Wundanyi mambo. Muko ngangari. Muko ngangari kinoma. Kama ni noma noma. Kama ni mbaya mbaya. Bas, Mheshimiwa Rais, mimi kwanza nataka nikupe shukrani kwa matembezi yako hapa. Wacha nikuambie Mheshimiwa Rais siri. Mimi na Mwashako tulikupangia leo asubuhi. Unaona hiyo barabara ulipita hivi? Ilikatwa na mvua jana usiku. Hawa watu wakaenda wakapanga mawe hapo usiku wa jana ili upite. Ukishapita wakwambie umeona hiyo barabara? So Mheshimiwa Rais amejionea. Lakini lile la muhimu ambaye Mvuri amesema hapa, sisi kama viongozi wa kutoka maeneo haya, jambo ambalo mnaambia Rais hata sisi tunaandikaga. Ndio tukirudi Nairobi, wakati watu wanapanga, sisi na mawaziri wenzetu tunawakumbusha hao Wundanyi, Namanga, mambo ya Kilifi, so that nyinyi watu wakihesabiwa na nyinyi nifanye nini? Na mimi namuunga Mheshimiwa Rais ya kupigana na ukabila. Si ndio? Si Kenya ni moja? Si mimi ni Mkenya kama Mkenya mwingine? Na wewe si ni Mkenya sio? Bas mimi nataka niseme tutasimama imara. Na wakituletea mbaya tutaletea mbaya sana. Na wakileta noma tutaletea nini? Wakileta mbaya, wakileta noma. Mheshimiwa Rais, ndugu yangu Mvuria na Mheshimiwa Rais, kwa heshima kubwa umesema ile factory kesho unafungua 11 billion. Wewe umeleta mwekezaji, Mvuria amempanga hapo, na mimi na hawa ndio tutaleta iron ore. Bila ya sisi factory hakuna. Sisi ndio wenye nini? Sisi ndio wenye factory. Na Mheshimiwa Rais, mimi nataka nipange hao ndugu zangu walioko hapa. Kwa sababu kwa muda mrefu sana kuna watu wanachukua rasilimali yao hawa, wanawapia mapeni kidogo, wanahamisha hiyo, inaingia kwa bandari na inaenda zake. Sasa mimi nataka nipange na ndugu yangu Salimu Mvuria na uongozi wako Mheshimiwa Rais. Hawa watu wakitoa madini hapa wauzie directly to the factory ambayo iko hapa. Hiyo itamaanisha kwamba wale waliandikwa kule ni 3,000 na wale ambao wataingiwa kwa viwanja hapa ya kutoa iron ore watakuwa kwa maelfu mengine zaidi. Si namna hiyo? Si namna hiyo? Vile vile Mheshimiwa Rais, hawa ndugu zangu wameniambia iko mambo ya strategic minerals. Wameniambia huyu mbunge wenu huyu mchokozi sana Mwashako ameniambia mambo ya strategic minerals kwamba mutoe savorite. Mimi nataka niwaambie ndugu zangu, kitu strategic muipime sana. Maybe it is helping you the fact that it's called strategic. Ndio bei ipande, watu waone ni tabu. Huwezi kukompea savorite na iron ore. Ile unauza kwa gunia, hii unauza kwa grams. Si ndio? Si mpaka dunia wajue kwamba the fact that it is strategic, bei iwe. Ile kitu ya muhimu ya kufanya ni sisi kuhakikisha kwamba tunaweka kiwanda sasa cha kutengeneza hiyo rasilimali hapa. Ikitoka ingie katika soko ya dunia ikiwa tayari kama market ya Tumekubaliana? Tumekubaliana. Tutaungana sisi kama Wakenya. Hakuna noma. Mungu awabariki.
Kama mbaya kama noma ule ni Hassan Joho, the former governor for Nairobi, that is Mombasa County, and he is currently the most performing CS in William Ruto government. And Kenyans were congratulating Ali Hassan Joho for his good job he's doing there in his ministry. That is Ali Hassan Joho. And you know, those are some of the leaders who really opposed William Ruto government, and also now they are working with the Kenya Kwanza government. Hassan Joho, the top performing CS in the Kenya Kwanza government, after what he has been doing, you saw how he has been revealing some of the hidden ideas in this ministry of mining. Of course, he is there, and blue economy is now doing well, because I saw how the influencers are supporting him on how he is trying to make sure that Lake Victoria, the Indian Ocean, and anywhere where we have minerals are going to be exploited. Because in Kenya, we have a lot of minerals. We have diatomite, we have gold, we have phosphor, we have stone, a lot of things, minerals, and you know, minerals are very rich, and we can get a lot of money from there. So I don't know whether it is a PR or Hassan Joho is the top performing CS. Did you really support that CS Joho is the most performing CS in this country, just 3 months after they joined into the government?
Bonnie, I haven't done really a lot of facts checking on the Joho ministry, but I don't think, if you ask me, Bonnie, there is a CS who I think is working in this government. Because comes to finances, I see we have the same issues, because immediately after John Mbadi was elected, was given the position to handle the finances of the country, he came in and he didn't even implement any policy. He came and he told us there are things that are in that finance bill that are okay. That speaks a lot. After bringing in Wycliffe Oparanya, who opposed Kenyans from paying the what do you call this, the Hustler Fund, he immediately came in and he told us the ones who have not paid, he is coming for them. So from that, it speaks really volume of this government. And in the mining sector, Bonnie, we have a lot of minerals which is supposed to generate wealth for the citizens of Kenya. Even the blue economy, when the president was there for the previous holiday that we had, he spoke about it a lot. But we really there are a lot of if you check Bonnie on X, there are a lot of tweets that people are saying we have a lot of minerals, but we are yet to see them being put into use, them generating revenue for this country. So I can't really say that there is a CS that I think is working, because they're yet to deliver, Bonnie. I think if let me tell you, Bonnie, you see, even in the mining sector, if we mine minerals and we are able to sell them outside the country, Bonnie, and we just work with integrity, Kenya will generate a lot of revenue. And the funny thing is, politicians will be able to make more, but they don't understand that. Only if, Bonnie, they just work to create a better country, they will make more money than the billions that they steal from us. So what I can say about the working CS is Kipchumba said that There are stadiums that will be finished by 2025. There is the Talanta Stadium said it will be finished. Spoke about Kasarani being finished. So if those stadiums are finished by 2025, which I will be doing some fact checking and seeing whether Kipchumba will be able to do that, then I would say Kipchumba has delivered, because I think Kipchumba can work if he wants to. Kipchumba can deliver. He is intellectually smart. Kipchumba can, and he has the goodwill for sports, but sometimes he's involved in some bits of corruption. So I hope he is able to deliver. Otherwise, I don't see any CS that is working in any ministry. They're all incompetent.
Yes, that is his own opinion, that all CS are incompetent after Joe was given that top position as the most performing CS. And the official opposition leader of this country, that is Junet Mohammed, has been saying that anyone else who is hovering around saying that he is the opposition leader, then he should report directly to him. That is Junet Mohammed, and he always says that that is the job that he has been given by God. And anyone who comes and says that he is the opposition leader of this country, that is against the Kenyan laws. He spoke actually yesterday, and I have his speech here. That is Junet Mohammed. I know he's attacking the likes of Kalonzo, Kioni, the likes of Oparanya, and anyone who is saying that he is the opposition leader in this country. Junet anasema yeye ndio kiongozi wa upinzani.
Asante sana. Mheshimiwa Rais, na wacha Wundanyi ya mjambo. Wundanyi oye! Wundanyi oye! Mheshimiwa Rais, kwanza kwa ruhusa yako nimelete salamu ya baba yangu kwanza, Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. Mmepokea? Mmepokea? Jambo la pili, Mheshimiwa Rais. Jambo la pili ni ya kwamba Mheshimiwa Rais, sisi kama watu wa Azimio, kwanza mimi ndio kiongozi ya upinzani hapa Kenya kikatiba, kwa sababu mimi ndio minority leader. Wale watu wanatembea hapa kando kando wanasema ati hao na upinzani, hawa ni watu fake. Upinzani ni mimi, na mtu asichukue kazi yangu tafadhali. Hiyo ndio ile kazi Mungu amenipatia, tafadhali wawache mimi kazi yangu. So Your Excellency, mimi wakati wa uchaguzi watu wetu wa Azimio na walikuwa na manifesto. Watu yako pia walikuwa na manifesto. Watu walikuwa wanasema wanataka kujenga manyumba, low cost housing. Watu walikuwa wanataka kusema ati wanataka kufanya industry kama hii unafungua jana. Watu walikuwa wanasema wanataka kufanya electrification. Na saa hii mimi naona hizo ndio inafanyika. Sasa tutapinga ya nini? Kama kazi inafanyika, tunaweza kupinga kweli? Tunangoja ya kupinga. Bado haijapatikana. Tunangoja ya kupinga. Kwa sababu kama manifesto yetu ilikuwa inasema tujenge manyumba na zinajengwa. Tulikuwa tunasema sitima iunganishwe na inafanywa. Tuseme tujenge industries na inajengwa. Sasa bado haijapata kitu ya kupinga. Ndio mimi nangoja kama mpinzani kitu ya kupinga. Ndio mimi nangoja. Ya pili, Mheshimiwa Rais, mimi nimeshangaa na nchi yetu, na mimi naongea saa hii sasa kama kiongozi ya bunge. Kwa sababu serikali inachaguliwa ili ilete maendeleo kwa wananchi. Na kama serikali ikitaka kufanya kazi yake inawekewa vikwazo. Serikali lazima ifanye public participation, inafanya. Tena iombe ruhusa bunge, wanaomba. Tena waombe ruhusa kwa watu wa judiciary wa makotini, tena waombe kwa civil society, tena waombe ruhusa kwa watu wa kanisa. Serikali itafanya kazi siku gani? Serikali itafanya kazi siku gani? Wewe ukitaka kufanya vitu ya boma yako na bibi yako unaomba watu ruhusa. Hata unaomba tu ruhusa mama. Unaweza omba mtoto yako, uombe baba yako, uende babu yako, unaweza fanya hivyo. Hii mambo ya kuomba ruhusa kwa kila mtu lazima ikwishe. Na mimi nimeongea kama mkubwa wa upinzani. Kwa sababu serikali haiwezi kuomba ruhusa mahakama ili wajenge stima, waombe kanisa ili wajenge stima, waombe civil society ili waombe stima. Juzi mliona wale wako Nairobi. Airport yetu iko mbaya sana. Imeharibika. Waekelezaji wametoka nje kuja kusaidia sisi kujenga hiyo airport. Rais akasema kama wananchi wamekataa, tumewacha. Sasa wale walikuwa wanapiga kelele, wapi maoni yenu? Ambayo kwa sababu airport lazima itengenezwe. Nchi hapa jirani yenu Tanzania wanafanya ni hiyo mwekelezaji kwa hiyo airport yao. Hawa ni wazimu. Tanzania ni wazimu. Kichwa imeruka hawa. Sasa lazima tutafute njia ya kusaidiana. Ya mwisho, Your Excellency, mambo ya kuunganisha Wakenya. Lazima Wakenya waungane. Kuna wengine pale, mimi natoka huko Bigori na huko Nyanza, kazi yao ilikuwa kufungia sisi nje tu. Sisi hawezi kubali hiyo. Hatuwezi kubali kufungiwa nje, kwa sababu sisi pia ni walipa ushuru kama wengine. Lazima tupate haki yetu. Sasa mtu anakuja hapa anasema, oh, shareholders, nyinyi hawezi kuwa hapa. Si tulinyorosha hai? Simuliona vile tulinyorosha hai? Simuliona vile tulinyorosha hai? Na mtu yeyote ambaye ataleta ujinga kama hiyo, wembe ni ule huu. Wembe ni ule huu. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Rais. Hiyo ndio hotuba ya kiongozi ya upinzani hapa Kenya. Asante sana.
That is Junet Mohamed, and is saying that is the official opposition leader, kiongozi wa upinzani hapa Kenya. Anasema hakuna mtu mwingine ambaye anafaa kuongea kama sio yeye katika upinzani. And he is saying how they humbled Gachagua because he was one of the leaders who was dividing Kenyans, and of course he is now at home relaxing, eating ugali with no job to do. And I'm very sure he's also attacking the other leaders in Mount Kenya who are going to act the same way they said Gachagua did during this his tenure as the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. That is Junet Mohamed. And Junet is currently supporting the government. You know, he's the opposition leader, but deep down is supporting the government, because you have also heard how he's supporting the projects that are being launched by the president, and how he was worried when the president dropped the Adani deal that he was going to renovate the JKIA. So it's like Junet Mohamed is now in the government, but indirectly, because I'm not used to Junet being this kind of a human being. He has been always opposing the government, and now he's in the government. He's saying that they were not created. I remember the other day he said that they were not created to be in the opposition all the day, but now he are in the government. Do you think that kiongozi wa upinzani pia na yeye ameingia katika serikali?
You see, Bonnie, the day ODM signed a deal on to be in government, this one that is called broad-based, walienda wote kwa serikali, despite them coming out and trying to rubbish it off and say that they are not in government, that they just sent their best, they sent some of their best leaders to go and work and uphold the integrity of the party. ODM went to the government, and Baba clarified it some few days ago when he was talking about they were able to send Rigathi home. So by that statement, by default, you know that these people are in government. And you have heard Junet say it again, they sent home the person of shares. So meaning they were part of the people who are pulling the strings. I don't say that they are the source, but they are part of the people who are pulling the strings for him to be impeached. And as I said, Bonnie, if really we had a judiciary which was an independent body, Rigathi wouldn't have been impeached, because there was no concrete evidence in his case, and he wasn't even there to defend himself during the Senate, despite him being ill. Okay, it's okay. It's good for him to say that they are not built to entirely stay in opposition, yes, but they're not built to go into power kupitia mlango wa nyuma. It's a good thing they just go to the serikali through the election. And it's not just going into power, it's about going into power to serve for the people of this country. And I don't think if Junet says today that is the official opposition leader, we will ask according to who? because the position which he has is the minority leader of the National Assembly. That position does not really say that you are the opposition leader, because we have people who oppose the government, and one of them is right now we have Kalonzo Musyoka and Eugene Wamalwa, who are trying to keep the government in check. They are trying to oppose and they are trying to enlighten Kenyans of the things that are happening in the country. We have had Okiya Omtata, who has been an activist for so long, trying to push for good governance. We have Richard Onyonka, who is constantly fighting against bad leadership in the Kenya Kwanza regime. So we have people who are pushing for change in this country. Those are the ones whom we are labeling as opposition leaders. So Junet cannot come and say that he's the chief opposition leader and there's nothing kupinga. Kuna vitu mingi za kupinga. Tunaweza pinga SHA, which is being forced on the people, because why would you have to tell people that if your child has not registered for the SHA, you won't be allowed in school in January? That's blackmail. We don't live in blackmail. Kenya is a democratic country. The people want to sign for SHA, let them sign for SHA. If the people don't want, you can't force people. You see, if true democracy entails you have to win over people. You don't have to be using blackmail or forcing people. We can question a lot of things born in the education sector, where we have had almost more than 600 cases of examination malpractice. What is the CS doing? Lecturers have been on strike for almost a month, and right now they are back in class. So a lot of time has been wasted. Students haven't been in classrooms to study, so we don't know whether the examinations they will do this December will be pushed next year. There are a lot of questions we can raise about the health sector, even that mining. There is no accountability. Recently, I saw a tweet on X of which there was a lady who was speaking, and she said almost over 140 billion was paid to the debts that the country has, but it wasn't accounted which debts exactly. So the people have to know which debts exactly that the government paid for using that 140 billion. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. So we'll have to do some fact checking. But so there are a lot of things, Bonnie, we can oppose. A lot of things. We can question the thing of saying that animals will be vaccinated. Why are you telling us? Farmers are smart enough to know when the animals need to be vaccinated. The government doesn't have to come and force people that you have to vaccinate the animals. So there are a lot of things we have to oppose. Just that right now, Bonnie, the ODM people are in government so much that they don't want to face any kind of opposition. They want us to normalize having a country that is not moving forward, the country that is stalled. So that's what I can say.
Yes, what about submission? And of course, you should not say that you are the official opposition in this country. Eugene, Kalonzo, they are there and they are saying Ruto must go. Kioni is also saying Ruto must go, but Ruto, in response, he is working to make sure that he give Kenyans that full evidence on 2027. He's launching projects and housing, supporting Kenyans by dropping the finance bill, Adani Group. What are we expecting from the government before 2027?
Mnangojea nani? Ama nyinyi muko na ng'ombe ya kuuza ndio muweze kwenda kulipa matibabu? Muko na mali ya kwenda kuuza? Mnataka kuuza mali yenu tena? Kama utaki kuuza ng'ombe yako ama uuze shamba lako kwa mambo ya kulipa matibabu, wewe jisajili, serikali ya Kenya itakupangia mambo ya matibabu. Tumekubaliana tutajisajili jameni? Hebu nione wala wanasema tutajisajili kila mtu. Bas, maneno ni hivyo. Tumeelewana? Hivyo ndivyo tunavyotaka. Na msikubali maneno ya watu wa porojo. Unajua watu wa porojo wamejaa mtandao huko na fitina na utapeli. Sijui kama tunaelewana. Tuko pamoja? So tushirikiane hivyo, tufanye kazi hivyo, na mimi nataka niwahakikishie. Sisi tumesema hivi. Kenya hii ni yetu sisi zote. Hakuna jamii iko Kenya hii kwa makosa. Sisi wote ni ndugu moja, watu wa taifa moja. Ama ni aje watu wa Njukini? Si namna hiyo? Ndio tumesema wale viongozi wote ambao wanaabudu sanamu ya ukabila, wao biashara yetu na sisi imekwisha. Ama namna gani jameni? Tunasema ya kwamba we want leaders who have the plan, who have the foresight, who have the interest, who have the passion to unite the people of Kenya. Sisi ni ndugu moja jameni. Sisi ni watu wa taifa moja. Ukabila haiwezi kutusaidia, migawanyiko haiwezi kutusaidia, chuki haiwezi kutupeleka mahali popote. Tukiungana, Waswahili wanasema umoja ni nini? Si umoja ni nguvu jameni? Tuungane sisi wote. Ndio hivyo, ndio mimi nimesimama. Ndio nimesema hata saa hizi tumetengeneza serikali ya kuunganisha Wakenya wote. Hakuna haja ya kubagua hawa na wale na sehemu hii na sehemu ile. Sisi tunataka kuwa ndugu moja. Kama mtu wako na mawazo, akuja achangie hapa ndani, ndio tuweze kutembea tukiwa pamoja. Ama mnasemaje watu wa Njukini? Mnasema tuungane ama tutengane? Tuungane pamoja. Niunganishe Wakenya wote, wa kutoka vyama vyote, wa kutoka jamii zote, sehemu zote za Kenya. Hebu ni wale wanasema tuungane jameni pamoja. Sawa sawa. Na mimi nataka niwaeleze waziwazi ya kwamba mimi sitakubali sehemu yoyote ya Kenya kutenganishwa ama kuachwa nyuma. We must move together. We must move together as a nation. Ama tumekubaliana namna gani watu wa Njukini? Kwa hivyo, kwa sababu ya masaa na bado tuko na kibarua kubwa kule mbele. Niko na barabara nataka kwenda kuanzisha, kuna shule huko mbele nataka kwenda kujenga, kuna maneno mengine huko mbele. Na nirudi siku nyingine jameni? Nirudi baada ya nikuje kwanza mambo ya barabara, alafu
Yes, acha rais aendelee na kuunganisha wa Kenya. That is why he's saying that anyone who is going to divide this country, then he should also go home. Milton Apollo, I can see you are following us here live and saying Ruto face Mount Kenya and tell them reject hatred and division. If he is a truthful president, if he is a truthful president, then he should go and face Mount Kenya directly. That is what Milton is saying. That Edina Kiza is also saying that people power, our power, and that is one of the comments that we have here. If he is a truthful leader, then he should go and face the without fear. Do you think that William Ruto can go to mountain nowadays and give a speech to the Mount Kenya region? Will they listen to him?
I don't really think right now Ruto has already lost the mountain, because if we saw he went with Kindiki to Embu, and the people, and he got heckled by the people, and they cheered Uhuru Kenyatta. It shows you that the people of the mountain are angry at him. So he has lost the mountain. So he's trying to find a way to enter the lakeside to try and gather some votes there, because even him, he knows he cannot get votes right now from the mountain, because you did away with their kingpin, who is Rigathi. So so by doing away with Rigathi, you inherently, he has lost the mountain, because Kindiki cannot garner votes for him in Mount Kenya. So he has to find a way to enter the lakeside to see whether he can get the seat in 2027.
2027 is going to be a tough trial for William Ruto, if at any point he's going to face the leaders of Kenya who want to show that they can prove to the Kenyans, because Kenyans now, they don't have trust at any point in this country. They don't have trust. So of course, if you're following us for the first time, this is 24, and these are some of the top news in the lunchtime we are discussing. Make sure you follow us in the Africa 24 YouTube channel, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for having us today. We shall be back in a few in the afternoon and also in the evening as we discuss some of the top stories here.
Tunasonga mbele watu wote wa Jamhuri Kenya yetu. Tunasonga mbele watu wote wa Jamhuri Kenya yetu. Haya sisi sote wananchi tushangilie. Kwa Jamhuri, kwa Jamhuri, kwa Jamhuri Kenya yetu yaenda mbele. Kwa Jamhuri, sote kwa Jamhuri, kwa Jamhuri Kenya yetu yaenda mbele. Mwaka wa 60 umefika, tangu Kenya iwe huru. Mwaka wa 60 umefika, tangu Kenya iwe huru. Haya sisi sote wana